What's going on, America? This is Kevin from Kevin's Corner. Uh-oh. Now, I'm about to get, a little workout on since I ain't got nothing else to do. Corona keeping us all oppressed. And ran across the story. Now, when I first heard this story, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to go ahead and jump on it because, you got to let stuff work its way out. You don't want to jump out there like some of the fake news and throw stuff out there only to find out that it's not true or some details being left out. But then I just ran across a Yahoo news article. Now, surely, if Yahoo went and posted a story about some of their beloved people, like the Democrats, then maybe there's some validity to it. Now, the first source came from a conservative source, which, Blaze TV. I'm like, okay. All right. And then I see Yahoo post it, and I'm like, no, wait just a minute. That got my attention. When the left-wing media start sliding in some potential negative stories about their candidates, then you might want to raise an eyebrow. And this story goes right back to you know who? Creepy, sleepy, sloppy, slimy Joe. Yeah. I have no scandals in my background, and my kids, they all have their own business. I don't know what they do and how they make their money and all of that stuff. You know that guy? Mm-hmm. The one that's always talking about how Trump is evil and all of these things. Now, before I let you hear this, I want to give my disclaimer. I believe that every person is innocent until proven guilty. Because, see, I don't want to fall into the same trap as the Democrats, which say, you know what? Let's use these things as a battering ram, as a club to beat our enemies over the head with, as just tactics to throw out there and make these accusations to discredit them. Don't give them a chance to defend themselves, and so on and so forth. So I do want to say that. However, because the Democrats operate like that, I just want to see if they're going to play by their same rules in regards to creepy, sleepy, slimy, sloppy. Now, this woman apparently is accusing creepy, sleepy, slimy, sloppy of, having some sticky fingers. Now, understand, Trump, for whatever reason, had been in the public's eye for all those years. Right when he ran against you-know-who, the Democrats and Hillary Clinton, all of these women just fell out of the woodwork. I mean, just got dumped in his lap, all at once. I find it kind of ironic that happened. We're not talking about something that looks so perfect and so suspicious that you say, now, come on now, 12 women in a matter of one day, all just decide, you know what, girl, that happened to me too. Let's set up a press conference and go to the DNC, and we'll have this conference on this network. That right there was a coordinated attack. Okay. But when it's just one person that just pops up and gives some details like this, you might want to raise an eyebrow. At least ask some questions. So I wanted to know how Creepy Sleepy Slimy is going to explain this. Let's listen to the details.
A gym bag to him.
Called me in and said, I want you to take this to Joe. He wants it. He wants you to bring it. Hurry. And I said, okay. And it was a gym bag. She said, take the gym bag. She called it athletic bag. And, she said he was down towards the Capitol and he'll meet you.
Okay. This is Tara Reid. Who was, staffer in on the Senate staff in 1993.
93.
So she grabs this gym bag that, I don't know, the manager, the campaign, the worker, somebody told her, somebody from the office said, take this to.
So someone sends her into the lion's den along with Creepy, Sleepy, Slimy, Sloppy. Was that a good idea? You got to go in pairs of twos when you're going to see Creepy, Sleepy, Slimy, Sloppy, because he might just sniff you to death. You don't know. You might walk in there like, especially if you're a female, Joe, here's your gym bag. Have a great workout. Yeah, I'm glad you brought it. Come here for a minute. Oh, yeah, that's what Joe needs. Okay, get out of here, kiddo, and smack her on the butt on the way out. You don't know. You don't know what Creepy, Sleepy, Slimy is going to do. So let's hear what happened. I'm just interested in knowing. I'm sitting on pins and needles.
So she did, and here's what happened.
And so I went down, and I was heading down towards there. And he was at first talking to someone. I could see him at a different distance, and then they went away.
The tight eyes?
And then we were in like the side. It was like the side area. And he just said, hey, come here, Tara. And then I handed him the thing, and he greeted me. He remembered my name. And then we were alone, and it was the strangest thing. There was no like exchange really. He just had me up against the wall. And
now this heated up.
I was wearing like a
real quick. This creepy, sleepy, slimy. He didn't even no effort to wine or dine. No introduction to the situation. Like, hey, no, like, can I, I heard maybe you might want to is it okay if I, no, not creepy, sleepy, slimy. Now, see, what makes this a little more substantial is the fact that we've seen creepy, sleepy, slimy go too far on camera all the time. I mean, he grabbed kids, he grabbed women, he holds on to women around the waist a little too long. One time, I thought he was going to kiss Hillary Clinton on the mouth after she got off the plane, just holding on to her, gazing into her eyes, like Casablanca. I mean, I'm thinking, man, they look like they're real friendly. So creepy, sleepy, slimy have a tendency to just get a little too close to people he don't know so well, but I don't want to go too far and just assume that that's what this is, even though creepy, sleepy, slimy got her in some dark alley, maybe in the basement and all that stuff. It's just them. And now he done, kind of pushed up on her. I bet she up against the wall like, okay, where's this going? Let's hear the rest.
And, back business skirt, but I wasn't wearing stockings. It was kind of a hot day, and I was wearing heels. And I remember my legs had been hurting from the marble, of the Capitol.
Okay. Now you got to understand, this woman is giving a lot of unnecessary details that we probably don't need to know. It's a lot more than what the Democrats expect from the people who accuse Republicans of doing stuff. You got Roy Moore, whoever the dude was down in Alabama. Yearbook one time he wrote in my year. Oh, wait, did I erase that? My fault. I just wrote that in, my bad. You got all these flimsy details when it comes down to Democrats because they don't really need hardcore evidence. You got, Dr. Ford. I was 15 or 16. I don't remember where I was at, though. And my friend who says she never met Kavanaugh and didn't remember the party, she was there. And somehow I remember getting tipsy and them trying to force themselves on me, and I ran downstairs. And then after that, I went blank. I ended up back at my house somehow. And it was maybe 3-4 miles away. I don't remember walking there. I don't remember getting a ride there. Nobody remembers picking me up, hitchhiking, nothing. So somehow I end up back at my house, and I can't recall when I came back to my senses. I wasn't concerned why I wasn't covered in sweat and dust from walking 3 or 4 miles. I wasn't sitting at the table eating with my family and, oh my God, I'm back. Guess what just happened to me? Nothing, none of those things, because the Democrats don't need any of those details. But this woman, she's talking about the marble on the floor, her knees hurting, what she was wearing, who told her to go downstairs with the bag, all that stuff. Let's continue.
And so I remember that kind of stuff. I remember I was wearing a blouse, and he just had me up against the wall, and the wall was cold. And I remember it happened all at once.
Now you hear that? Lots of details. Got me up against the wall. It's cold. Now let me tell you how the brain works. When you remember something descriptively, it is because it was a traumatic experience. Now, if it's very vague, I mean, there are situations where your brain just says, this is too much to cope with. I'm going to shut it all the way down. I ain't going to remember none of this. Wake me when it's over. But most of the time, if you're not unconscious or being hurt at that moment, your brain will record things very vividly for one of 3 reasons. One, either something of interest, meaning, wow, I'm very interested in animals, and every time I read an animal book, I remember all the details. The other one is repetition, like a song that you might hate, but you hear it so much, you still find yourself singing it. Like, she drives me crazy, woo, woo. Every time I hear it, I'm singing it, I'm going, I hate that song. And the third one is a traumatic experience. You'll remember where you were at, what was going on. How do I know this? Fell off my motorcycle one time. I remembered every single step in detail through the whole process. Turn the wheel this way, thought to myself, can't believe I'm falling. Second thought, for some reason, the sky looks beautiful tonight. Third thought is, okay, if I hit the ground and I'm not dead on impact, I might walk away. Fourth thought, there's cars coming. I got to make sure I get my body under control, get out the way. Fifth thought, motorcycle still traveling behind me, may hit me. Got to get up, get out the way. Sixth thought, got up, not hurt, not damaged, get off the street. One over there. Seventh thought, check your body for any type of damage that you might not be aware of. All of those things went through my head because it was a traumatic experience. I know all the details, just like her. Let's continue.
I don't know where it went. I handed it to him, it was gone, and then his hands were on me and underneath my clothes.
Uh-oh.
And yeah, and then he went down my skirt, but then up inside it, and he penetrated me with his fingers. And
so wait a minute. This wasn't no just fondle situation. It wasn't no let me just get close. It wasn't even a hair sniffing situation. This is the hands. Oh, I don't even want to get too descriptive, y'all. If y'all got kids watching this show right now, plug their ears, send them to bed, because this is getting real X-rated real quick. She's describing what creepy, sleepy, sloppy, slimy did. Now, let's finish this up, and then I'll give you my take on it.
He was kissing me at the same time, and he was saying something to me. He said several things, and I can't remember everything he said. I remember a couple of things.
Okay.
I remember him saying first, before, like as he was doing it, do you want to go somewhere else? And then him saying to me when I pulled away, he got finished doing what he was doing, and I kind of was pulled back, and he said, come on, man, I heard you liked me.
Tell me that doesn't sound.
Now that does sound like man. Joe Biden. Come on, man. I heard you like me. So creepy, sleepy, slimy back in the day, I think she said around 91 or something like that, thought he had the juice. He thought he had such juice that he can grab a young gal who was impressionable. See, this was before the Me Too, all the political correctness. Joe in his head probably was thinking, hey, I'm Joe Biden. That's right. I'm smoking Joe. I'm Unky Joe to everyone. I could do what I want. I'm a senator. I got the juice. And didn't realize one day it would come back to bite him. Now, there's some things that you have to wonder. He's been vice president. Why is she not bringing that up when he ran for vice president? There's some questions that you definitely have to ask yourself. You got to get her background. I mean, who put her up to? Now, I don't think that the Trump campaign is the kind of campaign that's saying, let's go drag up some girl who obviously is lying and fix her up, send her out there and give her a lie to tell. So she's coming from somewhere. She has some motivation to come with this story from somewhere. The question is, why? Why now? And if it is motivated by her or someone else. And then, of course, is the story true? Now, the details sound pretty descriptive and convincing, but here's my point in even talking about this. If you go by the Democrats' rule, Joe Biden should withdraw from the presidential candidacy, period. Right now, he should just go ahead and crumble into a fetal position, start beating his chest, sprint all the way to Rome to meet with the Pope and beg for forgiveness. And even after that, Joe should walk back, whipping himself over his back with the little horse whip, yelling shame, butt naked through the streets with the scarlet letter on his chest. That's just to get started. Once he gets back to the United States, he has to go on an apology tour to every feminist group and kiss their feet and beg them to forgive him. And then finally, he has to come out and announce that he is now gender neutral. That's one of the requirements, that he got to be gender neutral. And then, of course, just perhaps, maybe they might let him live in the United States for the remainder of his life. But as far as becoming president of the United States, no, we can't have a misogynist and a sexual assaulter that we didn't, get all the details. It's not proven or anything, but that's not here nor there. If you're going by the Democrats' rules, if you're going by their rules, this guy's guilty already. So he should withdraw from the candidacy, which leaves who? Only old man Bernie. And they don't want that. So watch what they do. Watch them either attack the girl and undermine her and forget all about Me Too. That stuff's going right out the window. I'm sorry, girl. You came in at the wrong time. We got to get Trump out. So this Me Too crap got to go take backseat to this. They got to take backseat. This is bigger than you. Now suck it up. Do you want Trump to win? Then stop crying. All right. Now, so either they're going to attack her and, undermine her, or they're just going to not investigate it with any type of rigor like they did Keith Ellison, the one that smacked his girlfriend around for not taking the trash out. And when they complained, they said, all right, we're going to have the DNC look into it. It's like your brother. Yeah, my brother's a detective. I know I got accused of murder. He's going to investigate it. I'm sure he'll be straight up and honest about the details. That's what's going to happen. And they're going to try to get Sleepy, Creepy, Slimy, Sloppy in there. And if they let this happen, but we all know they're hypocrites. So they'll just pivot and have the liberal media try to run interference for them and justify why this girl has been able to come out with this story. And then they act as if, I didn't hear nothing. They're going to run interference for me, but not me. Every time I hear some more details about this, I'm going to update y'all. Now, y'all been listening to Kevin and Kevin's Corner. Man, when I heard this, I had to say, stop the press right now. See, Joe, along with some of them other creepy Democrats, Andrew Gillum, this right here, this whole Corona thing is very convenient for them. They're like, whoo, man, if this stuff would have came out any other time, we'd have been in trouble. Thank God for Corona. Hey, don't look this way. Focus on Corona. Focus on that. It's bigger than what Joe is doing on his personal time with his creepy, sleepy, slimy, sloppy hands. Okay? Anyway, don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, and the notification button. Check me out on Facebook, YouTube, and on my radio blog talk show every Wednesday night live, 7:30. Make sure you're still subscribed and the notifications are set to all. Check out Extreme Teas, my sponsor. If you like their products, put Kevin in the promo code. You'll get 20% discount. And also, what else? Oh, if you want to donate to Kevin and Kevin's Corner, feel free. There's a link below. You can do that. I appreciate it. And keep your ear to the street because I'm working on another platform called Kevin's Corner Uncensored. And I'm going to need y'all support because if you haven't noticed, I have not grown one additional subscriber in 5 months, which is mathematically impossible. Therefore, you know what YouTube is doing. I got to get out from, I'm not saying I'm going to leave YouTube completely, but I'm going to have an alternative platform to where if you want to hear me and I'm able to say the things that really run through my head and in my mind, then you're going to have to check out that other platform, but I'll keep you posted. All right. God bless. See y'all next time at Kevin's Corner.